Hello everybody and welcome back to the Spotty stream. Nice to see you all. I'm Spotty FC and I know you guys have been waiting. I know you guys have been wanting to see this. And here it is. In just about 15 minutes from now. Actually, sorry, 8 minutes from now. Don't know why I'm saying 15. It's been a while. Just about 8 minutes from now, we'll be getting our next matchup started very soon. But first of all, let's take a look at our schedule today and what we saw earlier. All Team Mythic versus Swordfish Academy. A free sweep for Swordfish Academy. Needing 3 games to take down their opponents. Now we have another match, and 2 more orcs step up. 2 orcs that are also pretty recognizable. Stryker Esports, under X35 Esports. This, though, is a little different than the last one. This is a 2v2 matchup. Maple, you may recognize, is, again, he was on a 2v2 team last season as well. I believe that last season was like the Canadian. What was it? What was that team's name? It was not the Canadians. To find out what was his team name. It was. I think it actually might have been. Was it Define? He was on the Duo. Yeah, a team that had a very rough season, ending their season off 3-5, not making it. Sorry, making it to the playoffs just barely, but they then lost Swordfish Phoenix. Game that would get into that final bracket and actually make a top 4 run. So, you know, a rough season for them there last year. Next 35 throwing a newer team, Alaris, Hypnogenic. Again, not a new org for us. We've seen this org so many times. This is an org we've been on the stream so often. Most recently, 135 not found, having joined. And again, we're going to get things sorted out here. So we're just going to get info out for these players. Make sure we can get the series on their way. Again, hopefully all of you coming in to watch this will be the final match of the night. Here goes Supernova. Next, throwing. See how these guys do here tonight. Again, these are our lineups. Again, do we do a matchup? And just like how I mentioned for the PvP matchup, goes for these guys for the season. Every team has 8 weeks of action. Play as many teams as you can during a week. Make sure you get as many matches in as possible. I mean, again, it's not an easy season for anybody. And we'll take a look again. These guys have a long road ahead of them. No off weeks here for either team, and see just how well they play tonight as Action Pro is live. Stryker Supernova, 35 throwing. 2 organizations. I hope we get to see a good amount of fans from those orgs joining here to show support. Will be the last match of the night, and a pretty cool one is that. Getting again little updates here as and we should be getting things kind of as soon as possible. As it is or Hypo actually is what he wants to be called. So we're gonna go and rechange it to Hypo for him and not Hypno or Hypnogenic. There you go. So yeah, this is one of the newer teams for 135. I mean, this one, there's a couple teams actually for 135 in this tournament. I think this is the only all-star level team, at least the no, it's not. They also have 135 Collision playing in as well, so that's another all-star level team playing in this tournament. Also have some Premier level teams, I think, as well. I think some Premier 3 teams playing this season. As yeah, again, Maple, pretty recognizable player. He's been in this league for a while. He was on the Duo last season for 2v2. I know he was famously on Radiance before that. What was it? What was his name? Radiance, not Emerald. Was it Emerald? Man, I can't believe I'm blanking. Radiance Phantoms. It was Phantoms, not Emerald. I don't know why I'm saying Emerald. Phantoms. This team was on beforehand. Yeah, again, part of the Stryker organization has too many teams to count for 135. I got a couple teams as well. Again, they got a Collision also in the All-Star 2v2. And then to add into Skyward For the Premier, they got a couple teams. They have Ignite, X-Fade. They have Humble Billionaires as a team that they have playing for them. Well, again, a good whole teams that are playing in that Premier level. Again, 125 known for their high-level teams. This is not as high level as most of the rosters. Most of the rosters, pretty high level. GC2 Plus is a pretty common site for that organization. And we're gonna get these guys in as soon as possible. This series starts as soon as possible. Again, it's Alaris, Hypogenic, or Hypnogenic. Again, we're in an interesting situation to be in. Again, he's called Hypo, so we're gonna call him Hypo, not Hypnogenic. Well, there's an N in his name. Again, we should be getting things kind of sorted out as soon as possible. As, again, just match. This will be, again, a Skyward series lineup. Again, this is our last match of 2v2. Again, best of 3 tonight. For week 1, both these teams at, 0-0 record, but anything can change, and I expect to see some adjustments being made. Again, this is 2v2 after all. And usually 2v2 is full of a lot more adjustment and a lot more, I would like to say, chaos. I kind of like chaos, so we'll see how that works here. As again, Stryker Supernova, this is not an unknown roster. Maple and Dino himself has been on Stryker for a little while. He's also a Switch player. I think he was on Nintendo Switch Gang at one point, and that's a team that's been very successful with or without him. So again, what an interesting what having here. Dino, he's definitely got a history behind him and how well he plays. As again, we'll get things started up very, very soon. Between Supernova and Throwing. As we are having some issues. I think there's some delays. Hopefully these guys aren't, like, late. I wouldn't want to have that happen. Yeah, Maple was in Radiance Quartz. I see Quark. I see you in chat. Hello, Quark. Yeah, he was in Radiance Phantoms. Actually, that was actually a team I played in Indie Gaming League before that. And I reverse swept them. I remember that. That was a very famous match for me, at least. Very recognizable, because that's the one and only time I've ever been able to reverse sweep a team in my career. I'm still playing, by the way, if you guys are wondering. X25 Team Evo, for the Ascent Tournament series of the Ascension Cup of the Ascent Tournament series. We're going to have some matches this week, so that will be fun. You guys are going to be excited to see that, I think. Pay attention to my Twitter. It's SpottyCRL. Or my Discord, !Discord in chat, to get updates on everything related to me, the Spotty stream, people around me, as well as the leagues I am in. And it's all the big ones. If you guys are wondering if I'm not in a certain league, just let me know. I will let you know. I would love to be in a lot of leagues. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Masha Potatoes. How are you doing? How's your night been, Masha? Hopefully you've been doing well. Nice to see you. I spelled the name wrong. Of course I did. Masha, I spelled your name wrong. One sec. I gave a shout out to the wrong Masha. Your name has 2 S's on the end. There we go. Well then, welcome in. Hello there. In chat. Hello, Ronicky. Welcome in. I'm assuming. Interesting. Is this actually the actual Ronicky? Is the, like, Expo player Ronicky? Welcome in. I hope it. If it is, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, it is. Welcome in, I'm just. Alright, well, hello, Ronicky. Welcome in, man. How are you up at this time of night? How. I know, like, pro player not having any hours and all thing, but come on, man. It is. What time is it right now? It's like. What is it gotta be? It's gotta be like 5 a.m. for you. What are you doing up at this time? I guess ex-pro player, so I guess, it's not as bad. What are you doing up at this time of night? Well, again, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow as well, Ronicky. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Welcome again. This is the Spotty stream. I'm Spotty FC. And we're gonna have some Scout Series action. This is the All-Star League. This is All-Star 2v2. This is C3 GC1. Masha's ruined your sleep schedule? Yeah, no surprise. I think Masha does that for a lot of people. Masha has a weird sleep schedule herself. But again, what a... Well, again, welcome in. Nice to see you, man. Please, make yourself feel comfortable. Although I'm sure you already are with, again, how late it is. Again, nice to see you, Aniki. Again, get your predictions in, by the way. 3 minutes until that prediction poll closes. Who do you think will win? Next 35 throwing or Stryker Supernova? And it's the first week of the season. You really can't make a good guess. There's no such thing as a bad guess here. There you go, Moss. Got you that shout out. You're welcome. Let's get ourselves into this one. Best of 5. 2 teams ready for action. Week 1 continues on the Sporty stream. Stryker Esports, actually 5 Esports, 2 orgs with knowledge of how to win. And this season begins right here. Stryker Supernova on the blue, 100x throwing on the orange. 1 best of 5 as they will come out on top here and start their regular season off well. 8 matches in total. Might as well start off 1-0. Alaris, Hypo, taking on Dino and Maple as that's one. Maple! Oh, he needs to put that in. A missed opportunity for a player who's usually so collected. Maple, able to break through on that one as, again, he's been on a ton of different teams in the past. Radiance Phantoms, he was on the duo last season. I think he was also teammates with Flip Out at one point for Team Execute in 3v3s, which then later became... I'm trying to think, what did they become after that? They became Execute, and then they, and that team had so many roster moves. I know Maple, I believe he was on at the very start of the season, back when it was known as Execute. Right now, Stryker looking to push up, Dino, getting through Hypo there, and Alaris on no boost, honestly, by throwing away their chance at offense, and they're throwing away that chance of getting a goal. Maple with the first, the Canadian, into the back of the net. X35 throwing, got overconfidence, putting a little too much power on that, and ran out of boost on offense. Response from Stryker and Maple. I mean, this is a guy who's been here, done that. He's been around the league for a very long time. You give him a chance like that, he's going to find it. He's someone who's been able to really just stick around at this level. Really prove to a lot of people that he knows what he's doing as here comes Hypo. The dribble, the flick! Great position from Hypo. 100x throwing answer right back. A bad touch from Maple. And look at this from Hypo. The boy is just a waiter. This is a scary situation, not just for Dino, not just for Maple, but for him as well. For Hypo, he's waiting. He's letting them get back. He's also looking to open up as much space as possible. What a performance there to start things off for him as Dino. Off to the side wall. Dino again. Gonna get through Alaris. Now he has a dribble. Pushing through still. That one's gonna be up to the outside, and Stryker doing well to keep this offense. Maple won't challenge there. Not someone to take unnecessary chances. He doesn't have to, as now a chance upfield. Alaris with a block. Stryker going to have to lose up and give up that offense to throwing, but immediately sends it right back, wasting no time to be upfield as one is pinched away. Has infield pass. Alaris, is that it? It is! It's off the post! Our next throwing when they went 1 goal down. Well, that lit a fire under them. And Hypo to Alaris, the duo working in tandem. What a start. And they're looking to add more. But that's going to be a tough ask, although it is a 2v2, so more goals are expected to happen. Here comes Alaris! That's number 3! Hypo and Maple stopped moving. Hypo with a great dunk there, but yeah, Maple stopped, and unfortunately, league rules dictate that we're going to keep playing. Hopefully, Maple will reconnect. I'm hoping it's not a internet issue, as he is back. Maple, oh, he's actually going to get a goal right there for Dino. Well, it's as if, maybe that was a strat from Maple. I doubt it was, but on the kickoff, a slow kickoff to take the dunk on Alaris. And it's Dino who puts it in that open cage. That didn't take him too long. Next throwing, only leading by 1, half the game to go. here in this best of 5. Alaris. Gotta be careful. He went for boost, and that's a big mistake. Maple. He's a 1v1 expert. He knows just what it's like to counter that play. He's seen it before so many times in his 1v1 matches. That is pure skill, pure knowledge of a 1v1 veteran. And next throwing, well, they didn't have that they don't have that experience, and you can see it hurt them there as they went for the boost and got caught doing so. Here's a chance. Hypo makes it 4. We're just going back and forth at this point. You guys put your points in that prediction poll, well, good luck to you. I don't know who's going to win this so far. Because in all honesty, nobody is taking a massive lead. Throwing take it, then Stryker, Supernova have an answer. And it goes back to throwing. It's just back and forth kind of gameplay. No one able to keep control as here comes Dino! The Switch player! I believe he's a Switch player at least, and that's going to help him out there. A tie game, 4-4s. Yeah, yes, he is. He's on NSG. He's a Switch player, all right. I was right in Dino's on Nintendo Switch gang. Again, playing on Switch is tough, and Dino has kind of made it kind of his mark that he is a Switch player, and yet he is just this talented. They were the ones to score first, and well, now they're trying to be the ones to score last, and yeah, Hypo. Dino. Hypo again, looking for Alaris. Destroying making very slow progress at the field. They're not willing to throw that ball up and get heavy hits as much as I think Stryker are, as here comes Maple. That one, gonna go for the net. He's got a second touch, but Alaris blocked him well. When you jump early like that, it can be easy to get beaten if you're not covering your net properly, but Alaris, he's in the right position there. Look at this clear from him. Alaris, the Hypo, and that net looking honest, but Dino's got the block. And throwing going all the way back as Stryker pick up that pace. Next throwing definitely not letting themselves get too uncomfortable with it. As Hypo on target, but Maple, that's a big clear from Maple. Sending, throwing all the way back as Alaris. It's a Hypo. The scoring has suddenly stopped in this game. No team willing to give up that back line. Willing to overcommit. Willing to play a bit too aggressively. Take those chances. It could be a chance to win the game, but it could also be the chance to lose it. And no team is willing to make that risk. They're just going to wait. As Maple, the back wall, Alaris, he's got one touch on. He's got his second too. He'll get that boost. He's now going to clear over Dino. Alaris using that dominance, his power. And it's the lead going. Jornex throwing 40 seconds left. Alaris just sends one towards that blue net. And the power behind it. Punch to the back of the net. A 1-goal lead. 100x throwing. And now Alaris off the kickoff. Why not add another? 4 goals for Alaris. 6 for 100x throwing. And now they've extended that lead from 1 to 2. Maple went for another one of those delayed kickoffs, but Alaris, well, he rightfully predicted it and went for a speed flip. Got him going slow and just beat him cleanly. Next throwing, 2-goal lead, but now they've got to hold it, and that's easier said than done in a 2v2 match where anything can happen, but that's a good touch from Hypo. Alaris, it's open, it's in, it's 7 goals for throwing. Stryker committed heavily in that challenge, but it's a challenge that won't go the way of Maple. And Alaris, with an open net to shoot at, will take his time, make sure it's on. And game 1, what was a back and forth affair now, swiftly transitioning into a beatdown from throwing late here in game 1 to try to secure this spot, and at the very least, allow themselves to get a good start to their season. This is a best of 5 after all. One game is not going to be enough, and not very telling, especially with it being one that was this close, that was this up in the air. Sure, throwing at the end of that game, dominant, but it hasn't been that way for most of this game. Supernova giving these guys a real test. The demo there for Maple allows Dino to have that open net to shoot at. At this point, the questions come down to these teams and really on who's going to have that defense. I mean, we know that they have offense. We've had 12 goals in one game. Offense isn't the question. The question now is, can the defense step up? Can the defense make it happen? Because that's going to be a real tall order. Keep each other out of that net. I think it's an order they have to fulfill. Game 1 is over. Next Throwing do win it, but by only two goals, as they had to score 7 of 10. Alaris with 5. Supernova, 9 shots, 5 goals. Again, very good shooting from these teams. And now next game, will we see a more defensive structure? Again, holding your own an offense is one thing. Scoring goals is one thing. Running them is a whole other task that you need to consider. And for Stryker Nebula, that's a task they're going to have to be able to prevent, because 70% shooting rate for throwing, not all of that is coming from throwing. A lot of it's coming from Supernova not staying on that back line, pushing up a little too high. These teams want to play aggressive. They want to get in each other's face. Sometimes it's better to sit back, to take your time. So here we go into game 2. Stryker Supernova, I mean, they gave Throwing a tough battle, and yet Throwing came out of it perfectly well. They'll take game 1. They'll be in the lead in this series, but Stryker Supernova have maybe a few plans clicked up, but that's a good touch from Alaris. Right off the kickoff. Not even Maple expected that one. Went for boost, and well, that's why I recommend in twos to always cheat up no matter what. Because when you go for the boost like that, you're giving up on that play, you're allowing the other team to get a chance on net, and I don't see that as a worthy risk to make. Alaris now, another huge beat on the kickoff against Maple. Maple's trying to go for the slow kickoff, and Throwing have had no issues trying to block it. At least Alaris has had no issue trying to stop him. Typo. Maple. Send it back. Now Maple, a good touch in front of the net. Alaris will get the save, and now he's going to have Maple. The dribble from Alaris. Dino will chase him down. There's Supernova. Gonna go upfield here and try to tie things up as Dino. Maple actually cleared it away as he got bumped into that one. Going again on low boost. This is not uncommon for this team to be on this weird of a boost total. They love to use that boost. I think they use it a little too freely at times. As Dino with a dunk. Not on, but it's gonna bounce in from that goal as Hypo. Miss. Maple also gonna get it. Alaris. Prevent Dino from getting any shots. Throwing our left on defense. We have nothing in the tanks. Here comes Maple to the back wall. Double tap attempt. He's not going to put it in, but Dino's follow-up will be saved by Hypo as, again, Throwing, dealing with this pressure. That one's almost on. Alaris will send it wide. Over and over. Throwing, being kept back, being kept away. This one's open. It's Dino to shoot. It's Dino to score. When you hold a team this far back for this long, our goal is sure to follow. Maple, another win in that midfield, another beat to that jump ball. And it's Dino who has the open net in front. Throwing, well, it has been great defense. They couldn't get that ball out no matter how hard they tried. And again, a lot of it comes to that boost management just being exceptionally poor. Something that Stryker Supernova will have an advantage of in this series with how well these players are at that, especially, again, Maple. Being a 1-1 player, he knows what he's doing. That's a good shot! Wow, Hypo! I mean, you couldn't have placed it much better if you tried. Hypo! Right under maple syrup. And while his 1v1 mechanics may help him in so many situations on defense, that one is going to prove to be a little too sticky for him as, oh, what a touch from Dino! Off the kickoff, Alaris can't get to it! And Stryker are ready! Dino on target! And Alaris, he just couldn't get there. What a kickoff for this Stryker Supernova side. Merck's throwing. Oh, and a miss! That's free! It's Maple to take it! And was this an intentional fake kickoff from Throwing? Oh, I don't know if it was. Alaris! What on earth was he thinking there? It very clearly wasn't the game plan. I don't know what he thinks he's doing there. Going like that far to the side on that kickoff. You gotta hit the ball at the very least. Now Throwing back in. Alaris. Hey, a flip reset. The bounce in front. Dino's awkward. Hypo is too, and he's gonna take his time. He's got the pop. Gets past Maple. Alaris in! And he gets over Dino! Under next Throwing! Control the offense! The mechanics on full display! It's simple, but it's efficient. What an answer. Game 2, like Game 1, will have its many close score lines as Hypo, whose back corner is gonna take away the boost here from Stryker. Now he's got it up. Alaris to shoot that one off the back wall, and Hunrex throwing. Everybody pushing up, nobody back, and in 3v3s, that'd be an okay position. But in 2s, you've got to make that touch. That's an error that should never be made. When you push up both players, you have to put on a good shot. That one, well off target. Max throwing. Now is not the time to make those chances, to make those plays. There's still half this game to go. The last game had been a 12-goal scoreline. This one, very quickly, might be able to meet up to that, because it's Alaris with his third. And throwing now, getting that challenge on Dino. It's Hypo, who has a ton of boost. Again, Supernova's whole job is trying to take away that boost from throwing. This response from 135 throwing. Definitely a killer for that mentality that Stryker are trying to build as Dino at the kickoff. Decent recovery too, and Alaris missed! Got it still! Is in front! Maple wants! Hypo's got in the way! Big time block from Hypo! And throwing for the midfield, Alaris, the dribble! Hypo can't get it, but Alaris still there! And it's on next throwing! A dribble for the midfield! Alaris stays with it! And this throwing side... They haven't give up. They haven't give in. Whatever their play style is, it's working, and they're not stopping anytime soon. If you think 9 goals is pretty crazy, well, it isn't uncommon. We had 12 last game in that full 5 minutes. These guys again trying to one up themselves in the last game as here comes Hypo. Gets around both, it's off the corner, Alaris, saved by Dino's Hypo, got bumped upfield. Oh, boost back as Dino. Let the dribble. Oh, what a jump from Alaris. On a boost usage, but he's still gonna get that challenge. Maple, off the side wall. Hypo waiting, and a chance to dribble here for Maple, but that touch goes behind him. Dino, waiting, he's missed that one completely, it's open. Hypo, and he missed the touch. Panic maybe setting in as now Alaris will miss. Hypo going back, but that touch from Maple just gives that ball away. He had time to dribble, had time to take space. Instead, it's Hypo who shows him how to do it. A dribble, a 1v2. Hypo playing insanely well. I know in front, Hypo quickly dispatches of that one. And Maple just not there in time. More goals, more shooting. A scoring at an all-time high, it feels, and well, there's still more to come. Alaris off the kickoff. Dino will block it. What a great recovery from Alaris. Look at how much Parasite he used there. That's going to keep him well within this game. And look at this. Already back as Alaris. Will challenge Dino. Take that play away. A play that he wouldn't be there for if he didn't make that recovery. It's now Maple. Not able to get it. Now he'll get back for it anyways. As Hypo. Bumped out. Maple. Missing down this one, looking for the infield play, but it's not from Hypo. Going on a push-up field as Dino off that back wall. Oh, and a interesting situation here. Hypo, Maple, he's caught in a headlock, and we'll see how long they want to uphold this unwritten rule of Rocket League. Now a 1v1 on a Alaris v Dino, and I think Dino would be my guy I would expect to take this one here. This one, how he's looking. He's been looking like a pretty strong player. Oh, but here comes Alaris' speed, maybe. I spoke too soon. As Alaris right through, and Coma, I see you in chat. No, it is Hypo. I promise you it is Hypo. Alaris can confirm that. Skyward Series admins can confirm it. His name is Hypnogenic, but he goes by Hypo. I promise you, Coma, I promise you, I am not making mistakes. Although I do make mistakes, and I do thank you for, looking out for me. I promise you this time, I have not made a mistake on the pronunciation. I made sure to be very particular before the series to asking, throwing, how do you pronounce their names again? It's Alaris Hypno. Or Hypo, actually. Or Hypnogenic as Supernova. Again, another game that just gets away from them at the end here. 11 goals scored, and... See, maybe we can get another 12-goal game as... No, Maple's shot will not be strong enough. Next throwing up by 2, only 1 away from taking on Stryker Supernova in a sweep. And I remember, talking with 52 Sweet, the owner of 135, before this one, he's always there rooting for his team in that backfield. And he told me he was worried. This is not a league that his team's all that comfortable in, all that used to. And yet Hunks throwing, making them feel very comfortable here. 2 games up. It's been 7 goals again. 14 in 2 games, and at this point, it's a runaway offense, and a runaway Alaris, who scored 5 in both games as well. 5 per game is an insane statistic. Stryker Supernova. Again, they need to shut down this offense. When it's shooting 7 or 11, there's really only one thing you can look at, and it's decreasing that efficiency. Because for Stryker, it was 4 for 11. Still good shooting, but that defense hasn't been able to hold on to the Hunks throwing team. And again, Hunks throwing is a team that's playing aggressive. This is not an uncommon thing for 135 teams to play aggressive. This is a kind of aggression that has worked for them so well. And again, maybe it helps with the fact that Maple is such a defensive player. But here he comes with a shot. Oh, what a save from Alaris. The backflip on that one. Well, yeah, he's still gonna get that challenge too. Stryker going all the way back. Dino. Awkward there, but he does have boost. Dribble play sure to come as he's got that flick. Maybe another touch on it. He doesn't have any more. Hypo. Maple in the midfield. Hypo again. He's gonna get around Dino. Bumped out though, and here comes Alaris. Can't get a dunk on Maple. This one, is it on? It's not, but Hypo. Jump for it anyways. Dino on Hypo. Jump for it. A very last chance gonna play in a desperate measure just to keep that one out. Ajax throwing. That will succeed as Supernova trying to take the time, trying to get that fake, and the Dino very unhappy because, I mean, that was a good idea there to fake it. See if those players are going to try to block that shot instead. He had that ball in front of him for free, and, well, but he didn't bite it. Next throwing now upfield, Alaris. Maple's going to challenge. Hypo waiting back as Dino with the dribble. Now the flick, it's Hypo. Let's get that follow as Maple to the back wall. Alaris. Send it away, it's Dino now. Alaris. Maple. Off that sidewall. Hypo. Alaris wants that dunk, but he can't get it. Stryker Supernova. And really for Stryker, this game is just a lot of chasing. They're trying to force Stryker to play at their pace. They're doing actually very well at that. This one for Dino. Blocked. Still rolling in front. It's open for Maple. And it goes in. What a start. It took them a long time. Almost 2 full minutes of gameplay. But yet they get their chance, and again, here's a fake from Alaris. This one, though, is intentional. He had one last game, or at least what I thought might have been one. I don't think it was. Went against him as he didn't have a player behind him. In this one, that is intentional, but still, Rockstone cannot get offense as Dino now, again, just Stryker challenging everything. This is a, I hate to say ball chasing. It feels like, it feels a lot like that way, and I'm sure Rockstone might be thinking it feels like that way, and yet it's ball chasing in the right time. Stryker. I think I wait, hype, but no. It's a pass! Oh, and Alaris blocked there as 2 defenders jumped in front. Rockstone going all the way back as that play will fizzle out. Here comes Dino. That one's quick. Not on target on Alaris. Jump for it, though. He's got to be careful. What a touch, though. He gets through Maple and Hypo to Alaris. A 1-2-1 tiki-taka play. And now it's Hypo all alone. The dribble. And he took too much time getting that flick. Double challenge from Stryker to keep it out. And now Hypo. Well, but it's too heavy, and Alaris has to retreat as Dino. That one not on. Patience from throwing, but they got to be careful on how patient they are, because a desperate challenge from Hypo to keep out a shot. Now Dino, what a dunk there from Hypo. Throwing, still no goals, and this is a game that has been completely different than any free game so far before it. Only 1 goal being scored. Teams that have been having no issue putting that ball in the back of the net. Something has changed this game. Like a Supernova, preventing Hunks throwing from really getting offense as throwing now in front. Alaris. Nothing left, but here comes Hypo, and that one going to the back post. One last touch, and he's put it in. And Hypo, one little tap, he goes to the back post, knows Dino has nothing left in the tank, and that's a foot race he'll win every single time. Onyx throwing over 3 minutes of gameplay, and they'll get their first to tie this game up. a low-scoring affair, but it's throwing. Who don't mind playing that gameplay. Alaris, back wall, second, it's a hypo. That's not on. Alaris now wants the shot. Maple's gonna keep him out. Off the corner he goes to go for a dribble play. A Maple special, actually, he's gonna look for Dino with a team pinch. It was a bit too easy to read there, throwing at everybody back, and not the right time to do that team pinch. Got people waiting back. It's better to take control, try to dribble, and force them to commit instead. Ironically, this is not the first time I've seen Maple go for that kind of play in a 2v2 manner. Again, he was on at Beach Sports with flip outs in a 2v2 team, I believe. As Alaris. Can get that bump on Maple, but he does slow the play down enough for Hypo to move upfield. But he's used all his boosts. Alaris bumping Dino. Here comes Hypo. He's got through both on the back wall. Alaris to take it! Alaris! Drop down! At 100x throwing! Well, it's been a real struggle this series. And yet, they're the ones in the lead. 57 seconds, just under a minute left. And Stryker, Supernova need to pull some other trick out of that bag of theirs they have. Is Hypo. Alaris. Another! That's off the bar. And a chance for Stryker down the field. Going. Aren't going to overcommit as much anymore. They're in the lead. They have no reason to. Be up to Stryker to force them to commit to these challenges. There's a back pass from Hypo to Alaris. He's got the dribble. This one well controlled. He's going to look for the dribble. Almost got Dino to jump on that one. Instead, he's got to look for a different chance. Maple with the early challenge. Hypo moving back, trying to slow the play down. It'll bounce in the midfield. Hypo. Not clear, but he's not going to get a touch on it. And Dino sends it downfield. This one in Penfield's a Maple. Block from Hypo. Dino, final 10 seconds. That one. Great jump from Alaris, and he's going to keep it wide. And throwing, just need this ball to hit the ground at this point. But Dino, not letting it end. But it's not going to work. 100x throwing a 3-0 sweep. And a perfect start to their Season 3 run. Alaris, Hypo. Ecstatic, I'm sure. It's a team that needs to prove themselves. And prove themselves they did. I'm sure they're going to be happy. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy with that one. Because that was not an easy match by any means. And yet, they are the ones to get it. 3 games. What's a result? But man, what a series. Again, they're going to be very happy with that start. Only needing those 3 games. And well, again, I'm sure they're very, very happy. They kept that offense very well. Maple, though, unfortunately for him, it's just continuing his streak of losses. He's had a decently long losing streak on this stream. And unfortunately for him, it'll only stay that way as he, unfortunately, not able to get that one. Maple, I'm sure he's not going to be happy with that, but it is how things work sometimes. And again, for a player who's had such a storied history on the stream, not being able to win in a very long time is really proving to be difficult. The last time he's ever won on the stream was for Beach Sports United back in Season 1. Let's get an interview here. We got Alaris joining us in. We're going to interview with them, just chat with them here about that match, because what a match it was. Again, interesting night of action. 2 sweeps that are for one in the Skyward series. If we take a look at them, here we are, both on the orange side. Swordfish Academy, 3 over Valhalla, Team Mythic, and throwing over Stryker, Supernova. As joining me here is Alaris and Hypo. What a win. What a series. What a start to Season 3. Alaris, you gotta be feeling good. I know I've seen you before. I think the last time I saw you was, when you were on
the 3's team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was on a 3's team. Was it for? Were you on Total Control before?
Yeah, I was on Total Control, then I joined Acrylic here, and yeah.
Again, the performance. I'm sure you'll be very happy. Again, a a series that was, one that you'll be happy with. Frio, kind of getting
Yeah.
into this thing. I know 50 was nervous for you guys. Were you nervous at any point during that series?
Honestly, not really. We had a few little bit of troubles. Yeah, Highway, what are you saying?
Oh yeah, I think we're really confident.
Yeah, we're pretty
Really.
confident. Hypo had some problems with the settings. He had to dial those in before I kind of start off to a shaky start a little bit, but we got the settles dying in as his transition speed was slow, just like him. And yeah, we pulled a win.
Oh,
Yeah.
bad timing for me to cough. Okay, something got
You're
caught in
good.
my throat. But again, let's just
Pause.
say again, it was a little slow, a little tough, but hey, you got those wins. And again, I'll welcome in Hypo. I know chat's telling me to say Hype no, but it's Hypo. I promise you guys.
He goes by
Confirm
Hypo,
it.
guys.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, either
You
one's
heard it
cool
from
though.
Alaris.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Hypo. Now you make me feel really bad about that.
No,
No,
no.
no, but again, Hypo, 3-0, a start their season. I know you guys are kind of new to this. On X25 are, that haven't really have dipped their toes in the Skyward, but I haven't really. And that was again like 2 seasons ago. They started kind of getting into it, and now they've got all these different teams in for twos specifically. I don't think they've had any real major twos teams yet.
No,
And man, I
until
think this is their
now.
first season.
Yeah,
This is
until
their first
now.
season because you guys are in. On X25 Collision are also in. I mean, how does it feel kind of being a paver here, kind of a person who's paving the path for history for this org?
I don't know. I guess we'll see how the season pans out. Still for early on to tell, but hopefully we can keep getting these dubs. Stay at the top. Hopefully, if there's a playoffs, well, yeah,
There is.
we'll win the playoffs. Hopefully, that'd be nice. Plan on it. So I actually just have to see how the season goes, but I've been pretty fun. Yeah, I like it.
Again, thank you, Alaris, for again answering that as Hypo. Again, a long season. As Alaris mentioned, it's 8 weeks. It's an 8-week regular season. You guys got to be consistent every single weekend. Masters, they're gonna get
Yep.
tougher than this as well, and there's a lot of scary teams you got that you're gonna have to play against in the future. I mean, for 8 weeks, what are you guys gonna? What are you and what are you and Alaris gonna do to kind of keep you guys kind of locked in and ready? Because man, there's a lot of teams who want to take you guys down.
I mean, I think that we're gonna, dial up our chemistry, keep playing twos, work on our passing game, you know, just put it on them, basically
Yeah.
on the other team. Pause.
Yep.
But yeah, it's pretty much about it. I think just kind of keeping
Yeah.
it locked down, passing.
Exactly. Grind twos and keep getting better.
Yeah,
Well,
touch
again,
balls.
How it is. Yeah.
Again, you guys again are going to continue practicing, continue improving, as you should in a season where everybody's going to improve as well around you. So again, 3-0, a good start, but again, it's not done just yet. Next week, you want to take
Might
a
as
look
well
at
be.
next week. Your next matchup, I have to check who it was exactly. It is going. Am I on the wrong place? I am on the wrong place. One sec.
Happens.
I am on the. I was
I
looking at
mean,
the wrong.
you
Stat. I
might
was
as
looking
well
at
go
the stats
ahead and mark down the win for us. I think
Yeah.
for next
you
week.
guys do play Adrenaline Esports next week, so
Adrenaline.
anything you want to say about that? That's another pretty decent sized org. It's an org that I recognize as well.
Good luck to them. I think they're gonna
They're
need
gonna
it.
need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm feeling kind of confident. I think we've been playing pretty well. We've been getting better actually a lot recently. So I don't know. Hopefully we can take the dub. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Well, again, congratulations on your win, a 3-0 over Stryker Supernova. Again, congratulations on your win. But before you go, we'll get some shoutouts going. Let's start with Hypo. Any shoutouts? Anything you want to say? Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah. Thanks to my mom and my dad. It's a big moment here for me. Biggest moment of my life. Second only to probably field time and recess when I won the bag jumping. Where you jump around in the bag.
I
It's
know what you
probably
mean.
my
Yeah,
crowning achievement in life.
I know
Yep.
what you mean. Yes, the I think they call it. I think I remember it being called like it was not hacky sack, but I think it was like it's like spinning hacky sack or something like that. But yes, I know what you mean.
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that.
Or
Yeah.
spinning rope. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but yeah, I
Greatest thing
remember
I've
that
ever
game.
done in my life. First place.
Yeah.
2011 winner. Just
Wow.
minor
Yeah,
stuff.
that sounds like that.
Yeah. It's just how it is.
Well, again, I'm happy that again I'm happy that I get to share this kind of moment with you. As now we'll go to Alaris. Is there anything that you want to add to anything that you want to say? Any shoutouts that you have?
I'd also like to shout out Hypo's mom and dad. Really helped me throughout
Especially
this.
my mom.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I can't think of anything. Just shout out to Thrifty though. He's been helping us a lot with the organ stuff. Actually, really appreciate that. Shout out to Acrylic. He kind of got me into this league and stuff. I don't think he's watching this, L, but yeah. And shout out to my Hypo, bro. He's good. Feeling good about my teammate. They're gonna do pretty well this season.
again, congratulations on your win, a 3-0 sweep here over Stryker. Well, good luck next week, and good luck till next time. I'll be seeing you. I hope to see you guys again very
And
soon. Yeah, go ahead.
one more thing before we go. I just want to say nobody forget 2011 first place world champion Hacky Sack.
Damn.
Just wanted to throw that out there again. Everybody needed to know.
Again, congratulations on your win here over Stryker Supernova. Hopefully I'll get to see you guys again very soon. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and congratulations on your win, and have a good night.
Thanks, you as well.
Yep, you do the same.
That was Alaris and Hypo. They're goofing around on Herc's throwing. Like, these guys are having some fun. But again, that's it for me. Thank you all so much for joining. We're gonna get a raid here and find someone to shout out. One sec. Let me see who is live that I think deserves it. Who do we have? Let's who can we go? Let's raid this guy. I think we got someone again. Thank you all so much for joining here tonight. If you guys were here for both matches, shout out to you. You guys are amazing. And if you're here for one, well, still shout out to you for showing up and taking some time of your day to join the Sporty stream. I'll see you guys again very soon. This is Sporty FC. Have a great night, everybody. Be well.